Example number 3. Same process. I want to be able to leave the x's on the left and then the number on the right. I'll go and do A, and I'll let you guys work out B by yourselves, and then we can compare our answers. First, I'm going to move my 6 to the right so I can leave the x's on the left. Have x squared plus 4x, leave some space, is equal to positive 6. Now you can use the formula on the left hand side. Remember, the formula will be b divided by 2 and then square. But I'm going to do everything in one step. 4 divided by 2 is 2. I'm going to square it, it gives me positive 4. And I'm going to do it on the other side, positive 4. I'm going to factor the left hand side, so it gives me x plus x and x, positive 2 and positive 2. 2x and 2x is 4x. On the right hand side we have a 10. I'm going to go and rewrite it as 1. So we have x plus 2 squared is equal to 10. I'm going to take the square root on both sides. The square root and the square cancels, so we have x plus 2 is equal to. Now the square root of 10, if I try to simplify, I can't. If it was 20, then we will have to rewrite it. In this case, it will be just plus or minus the square root of 10. I'm going to move the 2 to the right. That's going to become a negative. X is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2. And that'll be my final answer. Go ahead and pause it. Try letter B. See if you guys can do it by yourselves, and then we can go over the answer. Pause it. Great. So for letter B, I'm going to move my 7 to the right. That's going to become a negative 7. We have x squared minus 10x. Leave some space, and that will be negative 7. I'm going to complete the square. So I'm going to add a number here. I'm going to take half of negative 10, which is negative 5, and then I'm going to square it. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. And what I do on one side, I need to do on the other side. Now, I need to be able to factor the left hand side. Double parenthesis. Factors of x squared will be x and x. Factors of 25 will be 5 and 5, and they both have to be negative. Negative 7 plus 25 will be 18. Now, since they both are the same, I'm going to rewrite it as 1, x minus 5 squared, and that's 18. I'm going to take the square root on both sides. The square and the square root cancels. We have x minus 5 is equal to. Now, square of 18. You can do the factor tree if you want, or I can rewrite it as square root of 9 times square root of 2. That gives me 18. The square root of 9 is 3. So it'll be 3 square root of 2 plus or minus. And the last step will be to move the 5 to the right. That will become a positive 5. That will be x is equal to 5 plus or minus 3 square root of 2. Now go ahead and try the objective met, and then I'll go over in a few seconds. But try it by yourself. Go ahead and pause it. So for the objective met, we have x squared plus 6x plus 17. We need to complete the square. That means I need to move the 17 to the right. That will become a negative. We have x squared plus 6x. I'm going to leave some space, and that will be negative 17. Now to complete the square, you can use the formula, or just take half of 6, which is 3, and then square it gives me positive 9. And what I do on one side, I need to do to the other side. I'm going to go and factor the left hand side. Factors of x squared will be x and x. Factors of 9 will be 3, and they both have to be positive. This will give me negative 8. I'm going to rewrite it as 1. Now I can take the square root on both sides to cancel the square. This will give me x plus 3 is equal to, now because I have a negative inside, it's going to be a 9. Square root of 8 I can rewrite as the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. Square root of 4 is 2, and then I still have the square root of 2. Notice I write down 2i, not i2. And let's not forget the plus or minus. The last step is to move the 3 to the right. That's going to become a negative. X is equal to negative 3 plus or minus 2i to the square root of 2. And that'll be your solution. For letter B, same process. I'm now going to move my 11 to the right. That's going to become a positive. We have x squared minus 2x in the sun space, and that's equal to 11. I have to complete the square, so I left a space. You can use the formula if you want, b over 2 square. Or we can just take half of negative 2, which is negative 1, and then square gives me positive 1. And what I do on one side, I need to do to the other side. I'm going to factor this out, and that will give me 12. Factors of x squared will give me x and x. Factors of 1 will be 1 and 1, and they both have to be negative. Now I can combine them into 1. X minus 1 squared is equal to 12. Now I can get rid of the square by taking the square root on both sides. The square root and the square cancel, so I have x minus 1 is equal to, I know it's going to be plus or minus. Now I'm going to rewrite this as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. Square root of 4 is 2, and then we have square root of 3. And the last step is to move the 1 to the right. It's going to become a positive. So 1 plus or minus 2 square root of 3. So this will conclude the lesson. Email me if you have any questions. I'll be back on Friday, and have a great day. Thank you so much.